Well, it's September, and we promised it. We promised a Stephen King September, mainly just out of happenstance, because we got a lot of things on our plate that are Stephen King related. Starting with this coming weekend, got a big release of It Chapter 2. And racking my brain, I don't think we ever really deep dive talked about the first one. 2017. We know it was a long time ago, but rack your brains, because we're going to be talking about the original. Not the original, the remake of the original, of the first part of this two-part series, which is coming out. The second part's coming out this weekend. I found my way there. We're talking about It before the big release this coming weekend. Does it got us pumped? Are we pumped for this new release? Find out on a very clown in the sewer edition of the review. Hiya, Georgie.
Welcome to the Review, a show where two small-town dudes, one incredibly sick one, give you our big, dumb opinions. I'm Jordan the Max Extreme.
And I cut fat kids with a knife sometimes.
Oh my god, that was horrible. It's probably the most disturbing thing, maybe. I'll bring that up again.
Okay.
Today we're going over It Chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
Of the 2017 original.
Yeah. The most original It that came out in 2017.
The most recent original one until the second original recent one.
Yeah. Which
Perfect.
is not, it's a sequel.
So easily said.
What is my brain?
What is my brain?
Hey, Google. What is my brain?
I couldn't find anything related to Brady.
Oh my god. What a roundabout way of calling me stupid.
What a burn! Got him. Oh. Well, before we get into all that nonsense, why don't we get into some news of the week, starting with some of this. Netflix, JT, the streaming juggernaut, is experimenting with something a little bit new.
Experimenting?
That's right.
Is it working in the lab late one night?
They are actually trying with some licensed shows to bring them out weekly as they premiere. One of them being the Great British Bake Off.
Oh.
As it premieres overseas on Channel 4, it'll be premiering Fridays on Netflix.
Wow.
I know, I've already partook in the season opener. It's a good show. It's great. Got a lovely season ahead of us.
Well, there you go. So Netflix is nailing down your subscription.
Oh, you bet. At least for the next.
Like, we need at least Troy. If we're going to survive this Hurricane Disney, we need Troy.
That's right. They're doing it with another one, too, but I don't even know what it is. So, but they're going to try, see how it works, and maybe more will be added later. This is not the first time they've done like a weekly program or even like a daily program. Mm-hmm. One that comes to mind was like Chelsea Handler had a show on Netflix that updated like 3 times a week, I think.
And I think they have like a Daily Show-esque type show called Patriot Act that comes out weekly. Like a comedian that talks about like world news.
Right. So like a daily show, but not.
Yeah. It's kind of like Last Week Tonight, but it not. I don't know.
Great. So this is I would say like, I can't tell you what the other one is. I just said that, but I don't know if it's like a drama or not.
Oh.
To like have like some sort of scripted television also do that kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure, but we'll see how it works out. Otherwise, everything else will be dropping in Netflix-sized chunks.
Yeah.
Just like usual.
Just like the usual.
So get into it. Joker, JT.
Joker.
We've been jabbing about it over the last couple weeks.
We've been throwing some stuff back and forth here and there.
That's right. Chewing the fat a bit.
Yep.
Apparently, it did very well at the Venice Film Festival.
Yeah, apparently it got an 8-minute standing ovation, which made... Why would you do that for a fucking movie?
8-minute
Yeah.
standing ovation is too much for any movie.
Yeah.
I've never done that,
Oh,
even with movies that I love.
I think these festivals are just full of shit. Because, like, I heard that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood got a 10-minute standing ovation.
What?
And, I mean, it was fine. So, by my standards, then Joker's probably not that good.
Uh-oh.
It didn't get more than a 10-minute standing ovation at a fucking film festival.
That makes sense. Even with its high praise that it's getting at festivals and such, it is receiving a tad bit of criticism as the script did leak online, even though it could have been updated since the
Yeah.
script did leak. But what they have going for it, and it's really eerily similar to Falling Down, which we also reviewed late last year or early this
It was
year.
a while ago. I think it was the second movie we did, or no, not the second one. Might have been the fourth one we did in our Tournament of Random Movies.
Okay. We ended up... that ended up winning
Yeah.
the tournament. So we
Yes.
did have... go back and check out that review of Falling Down.
It is good.
But it's pretty much about a man who just goes nuts one day and fucking flips out on everybody, progressively getting more and more and more as the day goes on.
Yep.
As things are getting under his skin.
Goes and beats up a convenience store.
Yeah. So, with that being said, like, another white dude that gets things bound upon him, like, then going absolutely apeshit.
Oh, so that means this should be in the AFI Top 100 then.
Almost. Yeah. That it's sending a bit of, like, about a negative connotation critically
Yeah.
going out there, even though if it is, like, a well-done movie.
Yeah.
With even groups such as the incels getting behind the movie, saying, like, this is a good revenge flick type
God.
of stuff. So that's just an odd side bit of news I found when I was looking
Yeah.
at Joker news today. But I liked Falling Down. I just happened to watch it at the wrong time
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
Falling Down in the 80s probably would have been like, wow, real good revenge flick. People getting finally what they deserve.
Yeah.
But now watching it's like, that guy is crazy.
No, it's funny to watch. It's funny to like read like an interview that Michael Douglas did on it where he was like, I don't think this is going to be prevalent in another 20 years. Where it's like, Michael Douglas,
Did
If
not
only
have
you knew.
foresight.
if only you knew.
Oh my god. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I did read more that it's like doesn't have a lot to do with like the source material so much. It makes a lot of it its own material up.
Yeah.
So what just wants me to say again, you'd slap the Joker name on it, get the money you needed
There
to
you
make
go.
whatever movie you needed.
There you go.
But so there you have it. Anyway, Joker, still excited to see it after it's 8. Oh, you're just a little bit less excited to see it because it only got 8
Yeah.
minutes standing ovation now.
So I just wanted to ask you, like, personally, you just want reimaginings of what you've read usually when it comes to stuff like this?
No, I don't mind something made up complete. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. You caught me at a bad time. I don't need a total like a redo of a story or something
Yeah.
like that. I don't need like a direct adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're to say like they're making a Captain America movie
Yeah.
and his name is Bob Hoskins. And he just happens to be, he works for the army,
Yeah.
and it's completely different.
Yeah.
Then why did you call it Captain America? You know what I mean?
Well, if it's good, I don't care.
Yeah, I know. If it's good, great. It just happens to have the same name, and you only use the name to get friggin' exposure. That's the only problem I have with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
Does that answer your question?
okay.
You son of a bitch.
Okay.
I don't want to get hostile.
You pulled a knife on me. Trying to cut an H into my stomach.
That's right. I'm an incel over here.
Yeah. Quit calling me tits.
So we are going over It Chapter 1 later.
Yes.
Looked up a bit of news on Chapter 2 already. That's already out.
Oh, boy.
The budget already has been revealed that it's twice the budget of its predecessor,
Oh,
the one we're talking about tonight.
Almost fucking twice the length. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And it has adult actors in it with higher pay scales.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm assuming maybe more CGI, maybe at the end.
Probably paid those kids in licorice or some shit.
I'm not sure.
Children are stupid, am I
Children
right?
are dopes. They don't get anything. They're not as smart as real people.
They're barely people.
They're half of people at most. So anyway, not interesting. Go moving on. We talked a little bit about The Boys.
Yeah.
Maybe a month back or so.
Yes.
And its premiere was pretty big.
Yes.
So big, in fact, that I found out that it was more popular on the social medias than Umbrella Academy
Whoa.
from Netflix, which I found very surprising, actually. Because when Umbrella Academy came out, everybody was talking about Umbrella Academy. Even my wife. Sea Danger couldn't get enough of Umbrella Academy. My sister-in-law couldn't get enough of Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Especially those two. But then The Boys came out, and maybe it's because Amazon's reach is so large that they could advertise it everywhere.
Yeah.
That was the case.
There's like stuffing ads in their packages, like,
No.
watch this and then talk about it on Twitter.
Pretty much. But The Boys premiere ended up being more popular than Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, well, I think it's like it's more edgy than Umbrella Academy was, so maybe that kind of sticks out, and I think it has more of a. It probably has more of a social message than Umbrella Academy does.
Mm. What do you think was more fun to watch, though?
I don't know. I don't know. It's been since like The Boys is more fresh in my memory. I'd probably say that, but I can't remember like how I was feeling when I was watching Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, I really liked the Umbrella Academy. Mostly, maybe it would turn some people off because it's so weird.
Yeah.
Like for no reason.
Yeah. Like they just have like a monkey.
Monkey butler.
Monkey butler.
Man in an ape suit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know which one I liked more at the end of the day. Because sometimes The Boys was just a little too hard-edged sometimes. But they did pull, way back from the book. But I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know which one I
There
liked
was
more.
no period blood oral scene.
That's right. So write in. Which one did you like more? Umbrella Academy or The
Yeah.
Boys? Let us know.
Yes.
JT, Dave Bautista, our favorite wrestler turned actor.
Yeah. Do you want to go through the list again, Troy?
Not today.
Okay.
Not today.
Okay.
Has been campaigning forever
yeah.
to be in that Gears of War movie.
Yeah.
He just wants to be in it. He's almost the character already.
Pretty much.
Just needs to have the right shirt on.
Yeah, they're calling for him and Terry Crews to be like the two main characters.
Right. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen for sure.
Yeah.
But he will be downloadable in Gears 5, the video game. You can download Batista to be in Gears 5.
Fantastic.
It was
Still not going to play it, but that's fantastic.
Same, but I'm glad he finally got something he wanted, kind of.
This sounds like a wonderful consolation prize.
Yeah. If there's one thing I could wish for him, is that it was this. Suicide Squad hit the world by storm. People generally hated it, but it made a lot of money.
Yeah.
That warranted it a sequel. James
Of
Gunn
course.
taking it into his hands to mold it after he got let go from Marvel.
Yep. And then got hired back.
Right.
So now he's got 2 movies to work on.
But in the meantime, he's got 2 huge group ensemble movies to deal with.
No pressure.
For big, huge franchise films.
Yeah.
No worries. One being the end of a trilogy. Whatever.
Who cares?
But Suicide Squad specifically, which is a
Yeah.
tongue twister in itself,
Yeah.
has been eyeing 2 actors to possibly be in the movie.
Yes.
Peter Capaldi being one of the doctors
Nice.
from Doctor Who.
Very nice.
The other one being Pete Davidson from
Oh,
SNL.
Fresh off of Ariana Grande.
Yeah, fresh off of her. So we can look forward to that. I wouldn't mind either one of them. I actually like Pete Davidson quite a bit, and I think he'd fit into like a James Gunn aesthetic.
Yeah, I think he could. He has the tone of voice that could really project his kind of humor.
Mm-hmm. And I just like Peter Capaldi and stuff, mostly.
Oh yeah,
So there you have it.
he good.
And I think that's my last bit of news. I thought I had more, but then it just snuck up on me.
Oh jeez, Troy.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
There was no warning.
Sorry.
Had no warning.
Sorry.
My bad.
Don't mind me as I blow my nose over here.
Do it right in the fucking. Do it in there. Oh, never mind. Troy,
Yeah.
you were talking about some good Netflix news earlier.
You got
Maybe
bad
about
Netflix news?
But I got some. I got some like gross Netflix news.
Oh God.
So, Kevin James.
Yes.
We know him. We love him.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's going to be in a comedy series on Netflix
Uh-huh.
that revolves around NASCAR.
Great.
Never wanted to just cancel Netflix more.
Because of
Hearing about this dog shit, God. Kevin James. Ugh.
You know what's weird? I did a very quick 180 on Kevin James.
Yeah.
I liked him when I was in high school quite a bit. I like King of Queens.
Yeah.
I like
he had that really
one
he had
stand-up
a, he had a really good stand-up special on Comedy Central, and then
Yep.
he became best friends with Adam Sandler because he wanted him as his replacement Chris Farley.
Yeah.
And he was like, so wait, so all I gotta do is just act like Chris Farley and then I get paid a shit ton of money and don't have to try anymore? Sign me up.
I've never put it that way.
Now I'm
before,
going to be annoying.
Yeah. Say what you say about Paul Blart. Paul Blart's very heartfelt. Except it's a shitty movie. The relationship between him and his daughter is very well done. But it's a shit movie. That being said, after I heard when he had like his new series, I can't even remember what it's called. Not King of Queens. That's what it's called.
I can't remember what it is, but I remember, he got the woman on there fired so he could just bring back Leah Remini so they could try and rekindle that
Yeah.
King of Queens money.
Yeah. Shitbag.
And then it didn't even really fucking work.
Yeah. And then just other shit like that where he just has like a huge fucking ego and all that for being Kevin James.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're walking dog shit, Kevin James. Even like the pictures that he takes, he just looks smart. Look at this picture of him.
Ugh.
Looks like a smarmy dick.
Yeah. Well, I hope everything works out for him.
Yeah.
With his Netflix and NASCAR.
It's probably gonna get a fuck ton of watchers because it fucking like the worst shit on Netflix gets the most views.
I know. And Netflix seems to be like catering more towards some conservative type shows. Like The Ranch was kind of like that.
Yeah.
That was on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Had
old Ashton on it.
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
And then his
And
buddy who got
then,
picked up
yeah,
for
Danny Masterson, who was
maybe
I don't know, like
doing something
feeling
bad.
up chicks
I
or
don't
something. I
remember
don't
that
know
anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
So maybe they are filling a niche that's not on streaming services right now. Maybe that's good business plan for them. I don't know. Find out. Who else is doing it? Answer me. The Gun Channel.
they got shut down.
Oh yeah,
NRA
I forgot
TV.
about that. Forgot about that.
They like play clips of like some of their shows on Last Week Tonight every once in a while, and there was like a fashion one where it was like you have to like construct an outfit where you can both look stylish and conceal a handgun.
Oh god.
And I was like, ugh.
That's really just reaching at that point.
Troy Handmaid's Tale still holding up strong on Hulu.
Yeah.
And Hulu's going that Walking Dead route, it seems like, because now they've got Margaret Atwood, the author of the original Handmaid's Tale, constructing a spin-off series
Okay.
for Hulu called... I saw that there was a title for it.
Another Handmaid's Tale.
No, it's like The Testaments is
Okay.
what it's called. And I guess it takes place in the same world, but you're not following handmaids. You're following like other people that are coming up in this world.
Okay.
Like, and it says in particular that it's supposed to follow 3 different people. One who's just like a young woman who's like going to school in Gilead, and then there's like a Canadian woman that you follow who's like who was born in America and she feels guilty, and a character from the Hulu series who was I think it's Aunt Lydia, who's played by Ann Dowd,
Okay.
who's really good in it. So that's supposed to be like the spin-off series, so to say.
Okay. Have you seen enough of it that this would be even remotely interesting?
It could be like this series in particular. They have branched off and they have shown other aspects of this world, but I think it'd be interesting to see it through like the eyes of not just someone who's a handmaid, like to see it through the eyes of people that are coming up in this system that have other roles than just baby maker.
Sure. Right on.
So
Okay.
I mean, it could be interesting, but I mean, it also could just be a fucking senseless cash grab in the same sense too.
Sure.
So we'll see.
We will, won't we?
We will see. Troy, you looking forward to that Watchmen series?
I don't know.
Well, they do have a release date. It will be the first episode will come out on Sunday, October 20th.
It's right around the corner.
It's getting there.
Okay. Okay.
So October 20th, the premiere of Watchmen, and I think the week after that, Silicon Valley has their premiere for their final season.
Okay. I need to catch up with Silicon Valley.
It's good.
I know, man.
It's good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that Watchmen. I want to see what they do with it.
Same.
I wanna
Curious,
see
more or
what
less.
they do with it. And that snuck up on me. That's my last bit of
Oh
news.
my God! Sneaky news today.
Sneaky news today. Got some sneaky news.
Sneaky news. Before we get into anything else, JT, guess what we got?
You got mail?
We got mail.
What? Means
You
I can
got
finally drop. Don't ruin it, Troy. I can drop a mail scream. Where the fuck's the mail scream at? Don't tell me I deleted the mail scream.
Put it in your deleted folder.
Oh, I better not have. Here it is. I'll just play this. Now it's going to take forever. It's got to load.
This is so much anticipation.
Mail scream, come. Come to me, mail scream. Mail scream. You piece of shit. Hold on, let me just drag this motherfucker. Here we go. Oh shit, there we go. It didn't have the 2 on there, but oh well. We got a mail scream.
We got perfect. Everyone screams for mail
Everyone screams for
when
mail.
we can find it.
When we can find it.
This one from Jude Smith.
Jude's back.
Jude's back, writing in again. Hello and hello once again, fellas. Figured I was due for another write-in at some point. So hey, why not now?
Why not?
Good question.
That's a
Jude.
good question for all of you listening out there.
Why not now?
Why not now?
That's right. On the subject of the AFI top movies of all time, my rankings are as follows.
Okay.
His number 5, Raging Bull.
All right. Well, that's kind of a given now.
Also says, haven't seen it.
Okay.
Number 4, Citizen Kane.
Whoa.
Only seen the first 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, I guess.
Number 3, The Godfather.
Okay.
Never seen all the way through. Sounds great, though. Number 2, Casablanca. Seen most of it. Pretty great. Number 1, Singing in the Rain. One of my favorites, like ever.
There we go.
He goes on to say, JT, his personal top 5 movies of all time.
Whoa.
This is his AFI.
Maybe we'll have to go through the Jude Smith.
This is the JFI.
Let's go through the JFI sometime.
Number 5, Wolf of Wall Street.
Wow.
Number 4, Paddington 2.
Okay, well, there you go.
Jesus Christ. Cut the same cloth here. Number 3, Evil Dead 2.
Whoa.
Number 2, Swiss Army Man.
Hey,
Kindred spirits over here.
Jude Smith, you are speaking my language.
Number 1, Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
See, I
cannot get into
cannot
that
get into
movie.
that. I want to know what he sees in Life Aquatic.
Well, he goes on to say,
Okay.
let's see if he has any answers for your questions.
Okay.
Of course, on the day, it'll change. Sometimes Spider-Man 2 somewhere is on the list, sometimes Fight Club or Roadhouse, and maybe even Cabin in the Woods. But Life Aquatic is always his number 1. I can't even tell you why. It just strikes him the right way every time.
Well, maybe we'll have to do a fans' choice show sometime and really see what he sees
Right.
in Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
But as of right now, these are the top 5 films of all time
All right.
at the JFI. At least according to yours truly, for what it's worth. Second thing to bring up is this. Might be cool if you could bring on your guest once in a while for those shooting the shit eps. Get to know the residents of that small town USA. But hey, you do you. I keep listening, so you're doing something right. Anyway, with all that said, hope you both are doing well. Keep up the good work. And Troy, congrats on the new kid. Can't wait for Operation No Baby 2. Regards, Jude. Thanks, Jude.
There you go.
That would be fun on having like a shooting the shit with like.
I know, that's
some
what
of
I
the
was-
people we grew up with.
Yeah, I know. I try to aim for like shooting the shit sometimes if like someone's around. Like next time Eric is by, we just need to do a shooting the shit regardless.
Yes. Have some input. I would love to know more about Eric's early life.
Yeah.
I know little about
yeah.
Eric's early life.
He's hung out with us quite a few times, and I don't think I've asked him a single thing about his life.
I like him in his current present form.
Yeah.
Let us know what form came before this.
I'm afraid I'm going to ask just the right question where he's like, and then I killed someone. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Holy shit, we need to delete this episode. It's evidence.
But no, it's funny that Jude brings up Wolf of Wall Street because there was like a part in Citizen Kane that reminded me of Wolf of Wall Street. Like
What was that?
the part where like the paper starts doing well and they bring in those showgirls.
Oh, yeah.
Like it reminded me of
Yeah.
that part where like they're doing well, so they bring in a bunch of chicks to fuck the dudes in there.
Yeah. Or when they're like tossing that little person around.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing, but
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Good. Hey, any more listeners out there, let us know what your top 5 films are. Maybe we'll handpick some number 1s and 2s and do them.
Yeah.
Have an open week.
There we go.
That'd be fun.
It'd be good. It'd be
Life
fun.
Aquatic. See, freaking Duca, my friend Duca,
Yeah.
loves Life Aquatic.
Wow.
And he's tried to get me to watch it a few times, and I don't know, I can't get into. Excuse me, I'm thirsting even the thought of it.
Jeez. Maybe it's one of those things where like if you see the gold dress or blue dress, are you watching a good movie or a bad movie?
I don't. Sometimes it's gold, sometimes it's blue. I don't know.
Some people think it's good. Sometimes some people think it's shit. I don't know.
But anytime one of those has come up, I've always guessed the right color. So I just want to put that out there right now. Okay, Jude. Keep up the good work, Jude. Thanks for listening.
Yes.
Anyway, that was our only correspondence, I think, this week.
All right. Oh, I don't believe I have any bits
Good.
that I know of.
Good. Oof. Good.
The dursting is infectious today.
I know. It doesn't help that I'm sick and I got just full-on congestion.
Yeah, that
all
probably
over
doesn't.
my face.
That probably doesn't help. But do have some. It's Duns.
Boy, is it.
I have two.
I have two as well. I'll go first.
Okay.
I've got one called Jexi. Jexi.
Ooh.
It is
Sounds exotic.
starring Adam Devine.
Adam Devine.
As you know, this household here is on an Adam Devine kick.
Oh yes.
So I partook in this trailer, and it's about Adam Devine's character.
Yes.
Call him Adam
Yeah.
Devine. He gets a new phone, and the assistant on it is very sassy
Yeah.
and controls way more aspects of his life than he wishes to
Oh my.
really shake a stick at. You know what I mean?
Oh my.
So hilarity ensues when the phone tries to get him to actually meet up with real people, then only to get jealous when he starts hanging out with a real person more and looking at his phone less. And so the phone retaliates.
Oh no.
Not deadly, but just like sending his nude pics out to his work friends and like not waking him up on time.
Just wants to turn him into a hermit.
Telling
so
him
that
it's
he's-
80 degrees and sunny, and then it just downpours on him on his way to work. Like that kind of stuff.
See, this is where we're headed, Troy.
This is where we're headed.
This is what happened when you start talking shit to
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't talk a lot of shit
Google.
to Googs, okay?
you. You talked some shit,
Sometimes she gets frustrating. It's just like having a kid sometimes, okay?
Troy. You've talked some shit.
I've talked some shit, but I'm very thankful for all the knowledge that Google gives me. Hey, Google, thank you.
You got it.
See?
Okay.
See how? Maybe you're just sour
didn't-
because
that didn't
she said you
seem-
didn't have a brain.
That didn't seem like an appreciative one though. Like it seemed like she was like, yeah, whatever.
Hey, Google, I appreciate you.
Thanks. I always do my best to help.
I don't know. It seems still sound a little sarcastic.
I think you're just
And
jealous.
she's still listening. Oh shit.
Thank you, Google.
Google, stop
night.
listening to us. Thank Jesus.
Jeez Louise.
See, she was about ready to just pounce on him. She was like,
Maybe on you.
these fuckers are up to
She was
something.
probably getting sassy with you. She already said you didn't have a brain earlier in the episode.
That's true.
Which was, it was so perfect. That was the best thing to happen ever.
Hey, Google, quit being such a bitch.
Whoa.
I don't understand.
Now she's playing dumb.
She does. She doesn't have human emotions.
Hey, Google, do you feel human emotions?
Let me see if I can get riled up.
Oh.
Oh.
That was unexpected.
Oh, fuck.
JT, I would stop it right now.
I'm, this is going a little too far. We need to tread lightly here, Troy.
Yes, we do. Anyway, that was Jexy. I know I have another one the same as you, so why don't you go ahead with your other ones, and I'll chime in.
Okay, I've got the trailer for, the second trailer for Terminator Dark Fate. Is this the other one you have, Troy?
No.
Okay. They have a second trailer for Terminator Dark Fate, which seems to give you a little bit more of the story. And this one follows more the storyline of after Terminator 2, when Judgment Day was stopped. But now it seems like it's starting all over again, where there's a new Sarah Connor. And now the old Sarah Connor, played by Linda Hamilton, needs to protect her ass with another Terminator who is now a human hybrid.
Okay.
And for some reason, the old Terminator is back, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know how he's involved.
What? What is happening here?
I don't know.
There's two Linda Hamiltons in this?
No, there's one Linda Hamilton.
Okay. Two Sarah Connors?
No, well, there's another woman who's pregnant with someone who's supposed to defend the world.
Oh. Got it.
Yeah.
Another, quote, Sarah Connor.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. She's pregnant with with someone who's supposed to be the savior of the humans,
Right.
and another Terminator's been sent to kill her.
Okay.
So now Linda Hamilton is defending her
Okay.
along with a human, they're not even like Terminators anymore. They're just like humans, but they've been like genetically enhanced to fight Terminators.
From the future?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
This is what I have gathered.
Okay.
I'm still up for like doing just. I want us to do like the Terminators just so we can just talk about the first two. Like I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Dark Fate's gonna suck,
Uh-huh.
but I want to cover them just so we can talk about the first and second one because they're fucking amazing movies.
They are. I don't even hate the third one.
I
Terminator
don't hate
3.
the third one either.
I
It's
think
fun.
it's pretty well done, and it kind of just makes everything in that universe like, oh, it's always gonna be like a Judgment Day.
Yep.
You can never stop it.
Yep.
And it makes it almost like, holy shit. And they do big, huge things in that movie.
Oh my
At
God.
the end, where Judgment Day really happens.
Yeah.
And they're fucked.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah. Like it's almost kind of a cool twist where like the Terminator like leads them to this bunker where it's like you can stop Judgment Day by going here, but he just did it just so they are in a bunker
Yeah.
when Judgment Day happens.
Yes.
Because it's inevitable.
Yes. It's pretty good. Like, everyone dumped on it when it came out, and then all the subsequent ones after that were worse, and they're like, yeah, Terminator 3 is not so bad. And I kind of in that train, too.
Yeah.
But, like, on a rewatch of it, I remember, I don't even know, it's probably 10 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
We'd have, like, movie nights at my place for a little bit.
Yeah.
And we watched, like, movies on why they needed to happen.
Yeah.
And one of them was, like, Transformers 2, and the other one was Terminator 3. Because we're like, does Terminator 2, like, stop Judgment Day? So why does the third one need to happen? And then you get your answer right in the movie.
Yeah.
End up being great.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Transformers 2 was bad. Had that Transformer with big swinging nuts on it. Oh, the racist
Is that the one that has
ones.
like the racist ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck?
One of them's like called like oil slick or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. Terminator or Transformers are terrible.
They're bad. And there's like 8 of those movies. I don't even know how
Yeah.
many there are of them at this point.
Yeah. But Bumblebee was good.
Never saw it.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Maybe I'll see it.
Yeah.
I probably
Maybe. On deathbed viewing.
Yeah, on my deathbed, Bumblebee is going to be on it.
But so yeah, so that's my idea is possibly doing the Terminator new trilogy
Okay.
because like from what I saw from Dark Fate, it looks fun still.
All right.
Like it looks like there's like a really gnarly plane crash scene in there and stuff. And
Uh-huh. All
so
right.
you know,
All right.
well maybe we'll see.
Maybe we'll see.
I know it's gonna be hard for you to get to the theater. Like I don't even know if we're gonna be able to cover it Chapter 2 next
I'm
time.
going to give it a shot.
You're gonna give it a
I'm
shot?
going to give it a shot. Is that out tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it comes out tomorrow.
Like in the afternoon?
I'm not sure if it's gonna be in the afternoon.
I'll check it out.
It comes out this weekend,
Okay.
but we'll
see.
see.
It's my anniversary this weekend, too.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be even harder for that too.
We'll see.
Okay,
We'll see.
I'll try and get some people on standby just
Well,
in case.
I can always go. This is us live producing on air, which is perfect stuff.
Yeah.
Macy's still in daycare. So
Yeah.
I have to make a trip out there to go get her.
Okay.
Go out early. Catch a flick.
There you go.
Pick her up.
Yeah.
Come home. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Worst case scenario, you can just go right down the street to old Reet Skeets and she'll show you on a
Some
freaking
Russian stream.
torrent site.
Very true. Very true. I'll ring her bell.
There you go.
See what happens.
Oh shit. So yeah, so there you go. I got so that's Terminator Dark Fate. Looking forward to possibly seeing that. My other one, unless you want to talk about something else, Troy.
I don't.
Okay. My other one is the third installment
Yes.
in the Bad Boys series, Bad Boys for Life.
For life. For life.
And you know what? I've always been charmed by the Bad Boys series,
Yeah.
so I'm for this.
Okay, I wasn't blown away from this trailer.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it doesn't seem like they're doing anything different from what they've done before.
Mm-hmm.
But Bad Boys 2 is in fucking sane,
Mm-hmm.
and this one doesn't look as crazy. But I always love the banter between Martin Lawrence and Will Smith.
So do I. I just... I feel like maybe it's worn thin, or it's like too far removed from its original, output. Like
Yeah.
20 years ago or whatever it was.
Yeah, I know. There's so much shit that they're just like digging up.
I know.
Like they're so desperate to not make original material that they're digging up things that people forgot existed.
Not that they forgot Bad Boys existed.
No, but still, like in the way where it was like, Bad Boys? Yeah, I mean that was good, but Bad Boys? Okay.
I know. And this is like a franchise too, where they could have just made another cop movie.
Yeah,
And they could have done everything in it the same.
but it needs to be Bad Boys.
It needs to be Bad Boys.
Yeah.
For life. Which is a misstep. They should have done 2 new ones.
Yeah.
The 4th one should have been For Life.
Yeah.
The 3rd one should have just been Bad Boys 3 Life. But anyway, the trailer, I don't know. I didn't hate it. It just didn't really do a whole lot for me. I don't know. I'm cold on it right now.
All right. Well, I'm still for it.
Okay.
I like Bad Boys.
Okay.
I like the Bad Boys.
It's it's not like a beloved franchise of mine either.
Yeah.
Like I've seen them, like those are fun.
The first one's okay, but I really like the second one.
Yeah.
The second one is bonkers craziness.
Yes. Okay. Okay. We'll see, won't we?
We'll see.
Won't we?
We will. Stop looking at me so.
No, like one of my favorite things is I just want to do to you when in Letterkenny when Wayne's like, okay, Dan, okay, Dan. That's like one of my favorite things. I just want to do it to you right now. Okay, Joel. Okay, Joel.
Did you get to the episode where they talk about Canada Gooses yet?
Yeah. Yep.
Got a problem, Canada Goose. Got a problem with me, and I'll have you let that one marinate.
Also did the one where Squirrely Dan does stand up.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
Have you ever noticed?
And he's just killing.
Yeah, it's just him remarking on like shit only people would know in that small town. Like they bring in an actual professional comedian and everyone thinks he sucks.
They boo the shit out of him.
And Squirrel Dan's like, have you ever noticed? This show's fucking awesome.
Oh, anyway, that's all I got. What do we
Alright.
got for that tourney of
That's all I got.
rando
Well,
moves?
tournament of random movies, and this one was more one-sided than I thought it was going to be.
Mm.
We had, of course, This Is the End versus Ma.
Uh-huh.
There's only 8 votes to it, not as many as
boy.
usual,
Oh,
but
boy.
it was pretty one-sided. Did you see who won, Troy?
No, I didn't.
This Is the End took it pretty handily.
Took it.
No one's
Took it
digging
by
Ma.
storm. No one digs Ma, huh?
No one digging the Ma.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I didn't vote for Ma.
Oh,
Voted for This Is the End.
okay. Well, then you're just part of the problem, then, Troy.
Maybe. Maybe I am. But maybe I ain't.
Part of the problem. Well, with that, we got 2 more matches left, Troy,
Uh-huh.
before we get into that quarterfinals,
Yes.
where you will be the man who places the movies where they need to be.
Yes.
Those movies, of course, being Smoking Aces, Mortal Kombat, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, V for Vendetta, Three Amigos, and, of course, our new addition, This Is the End. And the matchup for this week, I told you, my big clue last week was that this one's pretty much going to suck. Because we have a film from the 2010s that is, I don't even know how to explain this. It's like it seemed like a failed Oscar bait film.
Okay.
And a film from 1997 that is based on a classic cartoon.
Okay.
And let me look up the taglines because I never write them down anymore.
You said the other one's from 97, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
So do you have any ideas on any of them? Like which one?
On the 2010 one, I have an idea, but I can't remember what.
From 2016.
From 2016.
The tagline for the one from 2016 is "We are all connected." And I'll give you another hint. It stars someone from one of the trailers we talked about tonight.
Nope, it's not helping.
Okay.
I was gonna say The Circle.
No, not The Circle. It is the Will Smith film Collateral Beauty.
Yikes. Okay.
The one where
Yeah, I know.
just a bunch of shit visits him.
Yep. They ended up being paid
And they
actors.
they're just ruin it right now. But yeah. I'm almost curious to watch this because I heard it is just like batshit insane.
Yeah. Once I heard the twist in it,
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
That is
maybe I do need to watch this.
Yeah.
But I heard it was just bad and don't waste your time.
like the fact that they can trick him by like hiring actors to be like, "Hey, say you're deaf."
yeah.
And then he's like, "Okay, you're deaf." Where it's like, "And you're our boss." Like a person meets you on the street and says they're deaf and you believe them.
yeah.
And you run my life.
Yeah. Sounds like a movie I need to see now.
Yeah. So there you go. The Collateral Beauty added to the tournament, but it has to get past a film from 1997, which is based on a classic cartoon. Do you have any idea what this could be, Troy?
Is it Popeye?
It is not Popeye.
Damn. I can't remember what movie
The tagline is, "It was the worst jewel heist in history, and the only witness to the crime didn't see a thing."
Mr. Magoo?
Mr. Magoo!
Leslie Nielsen in
With
it?
Leslie Nielsen.
Okay. I remember seeing that when I was a kid.
I remember seeing it as a kid, too. And I don't remember it, but I remember hearing people talk about how it's just awful.
Oh, God. Okay.
So yeah, this is probably one of the throwaway ones.
Well, maybe.
What are you leaning towards for this one,
Actually,
Troy?
my interest is piqued with Collateral Beauty.
Yeah. I know. I'm a little curious about it too.
I don't want it to win,
Yeah.
but I don't think I'd turn it off if it was on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know,
All right.
man.
So it's probably a good idea that this probably won't even be a factor in the tournament. But it's still fun to have in there.
Sure it is.
Just to
Okay.
talk, just to be
Okay,
like,
Joel. Okay.
what if this does win? Wouldn't that be just a hoot?
Oh, hoot.
But there you go. Collateral
Okay.
Beauty versus Mr. Magoo. We'll see which one moves on to enter the tournament alongside. This is the end. Three Amigos, V for Vendetta, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, Mortal Kombat, and Smokin' Aces.
Perfect. Great.
Still leaning towards Best Little Whorehouse as possible winner, Troy?
I think so. Sounds
Yeah.
fun. And I just watched something on Dolly Parton the other day.
Oh,
What a peach.
what a peach.
She's so just like she seems like a pure nice person. You know what I mean?
She's got her own park.
It's Dolly World.
Dolly World.
She was like some interview on some like CBS This Morning show.
Yeah.
And the guy was just like, well, what do you say when people just ask you ridiculous questions? She had just like the cutest answers.
Well, there you go. And then after this, we have one more match left, Troy.
Mm-hmm.
One being from 2010s, one being from the 2000s.
Oh. Okay.
I'm desperate to get a fucking movie to go through from the
It's
2000s.
after into the current millennium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since the latest movie we've reviewed in the Turn Random Movies was from 96.
Not that the ones that we've done are bad.
They're not bad.
I think the ones that we've all done have been very good.
Yeah.
Even UHF.
It's good.
It was good. I liked it.
It is.
It was a movie, wasn't it?
Yeah. I like Weird Al.
I love how you're going around it. All right. Why don't we get into it, JT?
Let's get into it, Troy.
Chapter 1.
Of it. It. What is it?
It's it.
What is it?
Check it out
You
some-
want it all, but you can't have it.
Chapter 1. Dropped in our lap September 8th, 2017, with a mere budget of $35 million.
Yes.
Domestically,
Very mere.
raked it in at $327.4 million worldwide.
God damn. Musical guest.
Making $700.3 million. Rotten Tomatoes has this at 86%. IMDb 7.4 out of 10. Voodoo 4.3 out of 5. And Bohica, Don't Call Me.
What? Don't call me.
Bohica, the review site, which is apparently a review site, a
Yeah.
blog more or less.
Yeah.
His final rating was Don't Call Me.
Is this like a personal thing? Like,
I
I need some time apart?
usually, let me give you some backstory on how I usually pick out my odd one at the end.
Yeah.
They need to have like a numerical value or like an easy thing to say.
Yeah.
But I was kind of skimming through his review to see if he had one. And at the very last sentence, he said, when chapter 2 comes out, don't call me. So he didn't like it.
Oh, got it.
So I just put down that his review was don't call
I
me.
think you're stretching here, Troy.
I wanted this one in there, okay? I do the ratings. I would have put what I want.
I wanted this.
Bohica, he rated it. Don't call me. So there you go. Those are some T-stats about It Chapter 1,
There you go.
JT. So why don't you tell me what happened in It Chapter 1?
Well, we go.
What is It?
It's it. We follow. We're in the town of Derry, Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Where it seems a lot of strange things are happening, especially when a young kid by the name of Bill. Yes, Bill has his little brother goes missing.
Mm-hmm.
And as we see in the cold open, his brother goes missing by being eaten by a clown in the sewer.
Very hot, cold open.
Very hot, cold open. Like, hey, how do we get people's attention? Let's rip a kid's arm off.
Yeah, no shit.
And from this incident, Bill decides to get his friends together to go on a search for his little brother, Georgie.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process, they find that not only is his little brother missing, but it seems like a lot of children in the town of Derry are going missing. And a lot of the parents are acting strange at the same time, leading them to think that there might be a supernatural force that has its effect on this little town of Derry.
Of Derry. Very good, JT. So have you ever seen the Tim Curry It?
No.
I haven't either. And I would love to have seen them like juxtaposed next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when the chapter 2 comes out, because that one's also in 2 parts, right? Was it a TV movie in 2 parts?
Yeah. Yeah. I think they do. I think they even do it the same way where they're kids
Kid stuff, big
and
kids.
kids, and then when they're kids
Big-
and then kids and big
people
kids.
stuff.
Yeah.
Great. So maybe I'll watch it, like just go on an It Fest.
There you go.
That'll really drive the wife up the wall. Needless to say, our viewers, I should
Our
say.
viewers.
I didn't want to get
Yeah,
presumptuous
quit claiming them
there.
for yourself, Troy.
Probably
Being a-
already know
Being a viewer hoarder over here.
that we don't, in this house, watch a lot of horror movies.
Yeah.
Danger is not really
Yes.
a fan of them. So
Yeah.
that being said, I don't see a lot of them either.
Yeah. But
So
you
I-
have said that sometimes if it's a good one, it's a mild breath of fresh air for you.
Yes, it is. And so I only really go and search out like a good one. If I can get to see one, I want it to be a good one.
Yeah.
So I had heard of a ton of acclaim for this, especially at its like opening weekend. Like
Yeah.
everyone went out, saw it. It was great. Made a ton of money. I have
Almost
some-
made that bill.
Almost. I actually have some news on like how well it did in just a second. And so I didn't catch it in the theaters, but I did catch it at home. While I think I just took the day off and to just do whatever by myself.
Yeah.
And while I did that, I just watched it. And I ended up being really pleasantly refreshed
So refreshing.
at like seeing a spooky movie.
Yeah.
I like a good spooky movie.
Yeah.
I even like a bad spooky movie.
Yeah.
But the ones that are middling in the middle, can leave them.
Yeah.
Don't want to take them. Just
All right.
leave them.
All
Just
right.
leave them out of there.
All right.
So, don't let that like be cloud your judgment on what I would actually rate this at the end.
Yeah.
But needless to say, it was a very refreshing film
Fair
to
enough.
see.
Fair
at the
enough.
time. I said this movie did very well for itself. You probably
Yeah.
already heard it from the box office info that I got.
Yes.
But this grossed $123 million on its opening weekend. Mm-hmm. And for a horror movie, that was more than double than its predecessing champion, which was Paranormal Activity 3.
God.
So that was a good news in itself. And in 2017, it made it the second largest rated R opening ever.
Yeah.
Like, it beat everything but Deadpool. Deadpool still has, I think, the number one rated R
Yeah.
movie of all time.
Yeah.
It, Chapter 1, is the second.
Shit.
And I think then maybe it's Passion of the Christ after that. I have no
Probably.
idea. But, pretty, like, needless to say, I think people were really looking forward to something like a big budget horror movie.
Yeah, because horror has always been known as like that easy thing where you don't have
Yeah.
to put a lot of money into it, but
you
you
get a
can
decent
still
return.
and get like a good return on it. And here it was, I don't know what caught people's attention so much. Like the fact that, like it's mostly just known for being like a Stephen King novel that was like a TV movie.
Right. And then, I mean, a pretty good regarded novel at that, too.
Yeah.
But I think the mystique of it was like, it did come out like, an odd thing I saw in this that I kind of remembered hearing about when it came out was that every 27 years, this, creature,
Yeah.
comes running about in the movie. And this actually came out 27 years after the Tim Curry version.
Oh.
And like the number 27 always just keeps coming up in random ways about this movie too.
Yeah.
It's like kind of if you're looking for it, it's like that Jim Carrey
Yeah,
movie.
he just turned into Jim Carrey.
So I think it had like that, the fun mystique to it. It's like, oh, it's coming out 27 years after the Tim Curry one.
Yeah.
But they like really put a lot of money into like actually promoting the film. Mm-hmm. It looked good. It had like one of the highest rated trailer viewings when it came out.
Yeah, it had a pretty spooky trailer. I remember when it came out.
So people were I think it did everything right.
Yeah.
And it hit like right before like the Halloween season too.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of standing out by itself as a horror movie.
Yeah.
So if you were into that thing, you could flock to the theater and go see it. And I think it wanted to get re-released in October, and I don't know if it did or not, because I didn't see anything after of like an adjusted box office or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it really came out at a great time. It was like the perfect storm of things. That and it had a stellar cast.
Yeah.
All the kids, I think, are great in it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all really good.
You had Bill Skarsgård playing Pennywise.
Yeah.
And I think he's great as Pennywise.
I think the thing I like the most about Pennywise is that, like, he's not cool at all.
Yeah.
I
right.
love that. Like, there's so many of these movies where, like, they try and portray, like, the main killer as, like, oh, man, he has this,
He's
like...
awesome.
Yeah, he's, like, awesome or has, like, this, like, aura about him. But then everything about Pennywise is so pathetic.
Yes.
It's either pathetic or weird or
Yeah.
just like...
I know. And
What the-
I guess he took like a lot of influence from a ton of different things when they were trying to nail him down. Like he actually didn't start filming his stuff until halfway through the whole shoot.
Yeah.
Like they had half of it filmed before he did anything because he was
Yeah.
trying to really nail down a Pennywise.
I know. Yeah, for being like it, like it's
Right.
based on his character. Like he doesn't show up that much.
And he only has 4 minutes of dialogue in the whole movie.
Yeah.
So but I totally agree with you that granted I haven't seen the Tim Curry one, but from the stuff that I have seen, he just seems like a monster who's a clown, I
Yeah.
guess. Like a monstrous thing.
Yeah.
And granted, like he is in this too.
Yeah.
But like he's kind of like a kitty. I don't know. He comes off as very unassuming when he talks to you.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where I can see him luring children easily.
Yeah.
And then he becomes like this ravenous animal. Like almost animalistic.
Yeah.
Like in the drop of a hat.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I thought that's really cool.
Yeah, it's super interesting just to like watch how he works. Where like, because it's like he almost like he backs away when like kids get together,
Mm-hmm.
so that it's like you probably have like no strength to you at all. Then like you can only really operate when it's just one kid at one time. Like if more than like 2 or 3 of them are in the same room as him, like he just kind of backs off and runs away.
Well, he feeds off fear, right?
Yeah,
And so I guess there's strength in numbers.
yeah.
And so there's like a group mentality. It's like, yeah, we could kick his ass.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh no, you probably can kick my ass.
Yeah.
And you did.
Yeah, like he feeds off fear, and like he almost has to like he almost uses fear as like a way to kind of paralyze them, because like even like there's a point where like the one girl Beverly is like, well, I'm not scared of you, and then he's like, God damn it. And then he like just
Yeah.
like that whole like part where like he does that,
God damn
yeah,
it.
like that whole fucking weird dance scene he does when he's like in that fucking
Yeah.
cart.
Yeah.
I was like, how's he supposed to make? I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. There's like so much about Pennywise where like he doesn't seem like the perfect killer. Like even he seems to be improvising where he's just like, well, shit, what do I do now?
That's so weird too, because like if you think about it, he's like this supernatural being, right? That can be whatever it wants, and he
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
chooses to be this most
Yeah.
of the time.
Yeah.
For what? For what?
I don't know. That's why this movie makes me really curious to watch Chapter 2, because, well, you said you saw it not too long ago, but, like, I still say go back and watch it, like, right before Chapter 2, because I feel like, especially, like, watching this knowing that there's going to be a sequel, like, there was a lot of things that stuck out to me that it's like, you wouldn't put this in here unless you're going to talk about it in more detail in another movie.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, just like a lot of the stuff, like, even just Pennywise himself, where, like, he keeps talking about floating and I'll make you float and you'll
Right,
float
you'll
too.
float too.
And, like, when they get down to the sewer, like, everything around him floats. Like, even when they start beating the shit out of him, like, the parts of him that they knock off him or, like, beat him into submission for, like, whether it's blood or his makeup, it floats around him.
Right.
Where, like, it almost kind of makes you wonder, like, what is him? What is he that,
What
like,
is him?
What is him that, like, makes it so that, like, everything around him is constantly floating?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
And, like, I don't know, like, I think there's, like, one of the things that really stuck out to me when I watched it this time was, Richie, who's, like, played by Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah.
like the glasses wearing pervert.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I think like there's gonna be like a weird like cast change up like in Chapter 2, where like I think they make Bill like the centerpiece of the first one, so that to kind of like draw you away. Where it's like, oh, he's the main character. Like they all follow him.
Yeah.
But there's so many like aspects of the other kids where it was like, I feel like you're a bigger deal than him, and the movie's trying to make me feel like this guy's a bigger deal to kind of throw me off, because like, yeah, Bill's like the big deal because they're all looking for his brother, but then like they'll do aspects where they'll talk about like Richie, where like he's the guy whose major fear is clowns.
Right.
And there's like a scene when they're like walking through the house where they find missing posters of his face.
Right.
Where it's like, why? So, are you Richie? Did you go missing and they don't know it? And then why is, if you're the one that has the fear of clowns and he's a clown, so I feel like you're probably like the major part of everything. And I know in chapter 2 he's being played by Bill Hader,
Right.
and a lot of people are saying like he gives like the best performance in the whole movie. So it's like, I wonder if like Richie's gonna be like the main part of like chapter 2.
Okay. I could see it just being that it's Bill Hader.
Yeah. But I just think it's interesting where like they frame it in a way where in this one especially, like you're following like the kid Bill, but it's like, well, he's not the major part of the story, it's someone else, and they're just like kind of like leading you astray from that.
Okay. Right.
So
on.
I don't know, it's interesting. Like, even like that, and like the fat kid, what's his name?
Like Ben or something.
Ben, yeah. Which I fucking loved him in this.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah. Like even like just for, I think every kid does this really good where like every kid in this kind of plays like a stereotype of someone who is like looked down on or made fun of or something in some way, but then like the kids that portray that don't portray like the easy stereotypes you can put on them to really hammer that home. Like especially Ben does a really good job of that, where it's like if you weren't watching this, the only way you'd know he was fat is the people calling him like bad names,
Right?
Because he never like gives in to like the stereotypes of someone who's fat, where he's like constantly eating or like,
Right.
ooh, oh god, I fell over.
like a tuba plays when he walks.
Yeah. But no, he's like an average kid. And even when like people call him fat, he doesn't even really like acknowledge it. He's just like, okay, yeah, sure, I'm fat, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think like that was like probably like one of the things that I really looked up to the most in this movie, is that they put like a heavier set kid front and center, and he was pretty strong throughout. He almost kind of wins over like the main love interest in the end in a way.
Right.
Because he's the one that writes the poem, and he's the one that kisses her, that makes her snap out of like that whole thing.
Yep.
So it's like there's a lot of aspects that they have, like a lot of balls they have in the air right now, where it makes me wonder like how are they going to play out in chapter 2?
For sure. There's like a part, and as we brought up earlier, where the Ben character gets like a fucking carved into.
He gets carved into twice in this.
And I'm like, what the fuck? These are like real people.
Yeah. He
doing
gets
this
his
shit.
stomach scratched the fuck out of this whole movie. Because the bully like cuts an H into his stomach, and then later when they go to the house, fucking Pennywise like claws his stomach.
Yeah.
like
that was like one of the most troubling things for me, for the horror aspect of it.
Yeah.
Was that like not only is there like a Pennywise horror aspect of it, but like it's just real life shit too.
Yeah.
Like this kid gets bullied enough where he gets carved up by another kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit! Like
that kid is fucked though. Like I can't remember what his name is.
you gotta be fucked if you're like want to
Henry.
like cut up somebody. And I was like, god damn, if that's what this kid deals with like on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, Henry is like the main bully. But like I'm curious what they're going to do with him, cuz I guess like he's supposed to be the adult version of him is supposed to be in chapter 2.
Uh-huh.
And I think like I don't know what exactly his role is going to be, but I want to see more of him, cuz it's just every time like he's in a situation where like he feels dominant, like he almost seems like he gets more and more angry. Like he's always like is on the brink of killing someone before he gets stopped.
Yeah.
Like there's that even like the one scene when like he gets with Mike, who's like the black kid.
Right.
And he never flat out like calls him a racial slur or everything, but he's fucking racist as shit.
Yeah.
Like even down to where he's like, I don't want you in my town anymore.
Right.
And just gets so angry when he still keeps seeing him. Like down to where he grabs a rock and is about ready to bash his head in. where you're like, Jesus Christ,
Fucked up,
like
man.
he just has like, I don't know what his deal is. Like, just like when he corners someone, he's just like, God, I can't fucking stand you, and he just starts like torturing them or trying to kill them. Like, what is your fucking problem, man?
I know, right? God. But just dealing with the horror aspects alone, like, I thought it was super well done when it gets to, like, the actual Pennywise stuff. Like, I was really caught off guard at, like, right at the beginning.
Yeah.
When that kid's arm gets ripped off.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah.
There's that. And, like, a lot of stuff that's stuck with me after. Like, even, like, the kid who's, like, afraid of, like, paintings and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, for whatever reason, that stayed with me. So maybe, like, I'm afraid of paintings, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like the Jewish kid who like is afraid of this one painting.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just sees it every time Pennywise is near.
Yeah. Like, I I don't know why of all things that was the one that stuck. Maybe because I thought it was, like, odd. Like, the
Yeah.
most peculiar one.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, maybe I'm afraid of it, too. I don't know. But yeah, I thought all those were really thought out, and all the kids, like, little, their own little fears all brought out when they, like, have their own kind of, like, one-off moment, and they, like, meet their
Yeah.
fear or whatever.
And even like I love at the end when like they're beating the fuck out of Pennywise and like in desperation he's like whipping all of them out like on them. Anytime someone hits him, then their fear pops out and tries to stop them, but then
Yeah.
they're just like, no, fuck you, and then just they keep hitting him.
Yeah.
Like, I love that shit. Like, there's a part where, like, one of my favorite parts is, like, so, like, Mike's fear is that, like, his parents died in his house fire.
Yeah.
So, like, every time Pennywise is near, he always sees, like, charred hands, like, reaching out, like, yelling, help me.
Yep.
And there's, like, when he beats the fuck out of him with a pipe, like, these hands come out of Pennywise's mouth and grab the pipe and yell, help me.
Yeah.
Like, just shit like that where I'm like, oh, fuck, that's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Super imaginative stuff. God. Yeah. And just the way Pennywise looks sometimes, like, a lot of Bill Skarsgård,
Yeah.
what he can do just in his face alone is all him.
Yeah.
And then that touched up with, like, some weird CG shit every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, makes it really unnerving to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, I think, like, one of the only complaints I really have with this movie is that, like, and I'm sure this could all be explained away in, like, chapter 2, and I'd probably make me love this movie more, but it was, like, it felt like a lot of the visuals in here were, like, convenience, or, like, I don't know, just, like, in ways where I was like, I don't know what's real, and then when they'll, like, talk about, like, oh, that wasn't real, but then it's like, but then the blood was real, wasn't it?
I guess I know what you mean.
Like, when Beverly has that thing where she's in her bathroom,
Right.
and she, like, pulls all that hair out, and then
Right.
that blood shoots out,
Right.
and, like, so, like, that was real, but then, like, there's other things that people see where it's like, well, that probably wasn't real,
Oh, okay.
where I was like, okay, so the blood was real, so where'd the blood come from, unless that was maybe, like, from the kids that he was been killing? I don't know, like,
I don't know.
it feels like there's, like, a lot of things where it was, like, movies like this sometimes will, like, rub me the wrong way, where, like, they plan out all the visuals, and then they just, like, well, we'll just say that they saw something. Or, we'll just say that this was just a ghost.
Right.
Like,
It was a ghost.
yeah, like, I like, real good, thought-out horror is, like, they explain things as they go along, so, like, it almost makes it scarier, where it's like, oh, shit, like, that's something that happened.
Yeah.
But then it feels like in this movie, like, there was a lot of times where they were just like, oh, well, Pennywise made you see that. It's like, well, did he make you see the blood that you fucking cleaned up? Like, I don't know. So, like, maybe they'll explain some things in, like, chapter 2 that'll make me like that. But I felt like a lot of this stuff in here was like, it was like, oh, it felt real. Or then, oh, it wasn't real. Well, was this real? Probably. Well, then what's real?
Yeah. I don't know if you'd get an explanation for that or not. I
Yeah.
think you're just supposed to, like, watch it and just agree.
Maybe. Like, I do feel like it's like a lot of, like, the visuals are them trying to, like, lead the kids to Pennywise. Like, especially, like, in instances where, like, he's close. Like, he's always trying to, like, lead them to, like, that house that's, like, connected to the sewer or to any kind of sewer grate.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I felt like I spent a lot of this time, since this is, like, my second time watching it, just trying to, like, break down, like, his strategy. Like, why, like, why is
Pennywise's
he,
strategy?
yeah, like, why is he doing this shit? Like,
Yeah.
if his main goal is to eat kids, then why is he just, like, freaking him out to where it's like, well, I don't want to leave my house.
Good point. Maybe it's easy to pick them off one by one.
Yeah, well, like, I kind of think figuring that, like, the main story of this whole movie is that, like, he's trying to, like, make them, like, panic so that they all scatter.
Yeah.
But then, and then in the end, they all come together and realize that there's strength in numbers, and that's how they beat him at the end, is that they come together to beat the fuck out of him.
Right.
And, like, be there for each other. So I like all that, but then, like, leading up to that, like, he's doing shit to them where it would be like, if it was me personally, I'd be like, well, I don't want to fucking leave my house.
Yeah, no shit.
But, like, there's, like, that one instance where, like, he almost kills Bill, where, like, the basement's flooded, where it was like, well, maybe he worked his way in through, like, a pipe or something into his basement. I don't know. Like, I think I just spent too much time overanalyzing this to being like, why does Pennywise do this?
Sure. Well, maybe we'll find out in chapter 2.
Maybe.
Won't we?
Maybe.
And how he can go into the pipes. Or whatever he does.
I want to see a thorough Pennywise entering pipe scene.
Yeah, same. Some more stats on this, JT. I got a little bit more. This
Yes.
won 8 awards and was up for 43 nominations.
Jesus.
Now, calm yourself, because these aren't like Academy Awards or like Golden Globes or anything like that.
Yeah.
The top 3 that I found that you may even recognize
Yeah.
are the Fright Meter Awards.
Oh, boy.
It won Best Supporting Actor with Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
It won the Golden Schmoes Award
I was going to say Golden Showers.
for Best Horror Movie, and the MTV TV Movie Awards for Best Screen Team, being the kids. They were a team.
Probably brought this up when it came out.
Probably. But it was nominated for a bunch of things, mostly for like horror-themed stuff.
Yeah.
Surprised it only took away like 8, if most of them are like weird like IGN lists or whatever like that. Also, I did bring up before that I really liked the kids in this and how they work together. And much of the the dialogue in this, especially from 2 characters, like improv.
Really?
Richie and Eddie dialogue was mostly all improv.
Oh, really?
So those 2 mostly just talking back and forth together.
Yeah.
Because they're sassing each other most of the movie.
Yeah. Eddie's the hypochondriac, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Richie's Finn Wolfhard. So
Yep. Finn Wolfhard,
he's
of
got his
course.
Stranger Things time in.
Yeah. I love, like, it felt like he got casted, like, after Stranger Things, or it was like, well, fuck. Well, we can't make him be, like, fucking from Stranger Things, so they just made him, like, the glasses-wearing pervert. Let's just go completely against character that he is in Stranger Things.
Yeah, for sure.
Just so we got our own Finn Wolfhard.
Yep. So that's pretty much I got.
But I like how he plays Richie in this, where, like, he doesn't play it like he's constantly perverted. Like, he usually comes out as perverted, like, when he feels like no one's paying attention to him.
Yeah.
Where, like, people would be having a conversation and just, like, chime in and be like, I fucked your mom yesterday? Right? Like, yeah, Richie, whatever.
Yeah. I never got, like, sick of the kids in this. Even
No.
with, like, smart-ass comments like that.
Yeah.
Like, there was a little bit at the beginning where they kind of, like, go into the sewer kind of close to the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
And, like, everyone's giving them shit about, like, stepping in shit or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Gray water.
Yeah.
This whole thing, like, they point it out all the time, even especially at the end when they're, like, working their way through that pipe to, like, confront Pennywise at the end. They're just like, gray water.
Right.
Look out for gray water.
Yeah. And they're all, like, have, like, a banter back and forth. And I thought it was really well done. I thought I'd get sick of it, and I never really did. That was, like, the worst of it, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. All right, these kids are pretty good together. Good kids. Good
Yeah.
kids.
No, they're all really good. I really like the chick that played Beverly.
Same. Yeah.
Like, she's really good, especially like down to where they insinuate that like her dad is like, ugh,
Fucko.
like, yeah,
A real big fucko.
yeah. There's also like I kind of want to see if they play anything out like in the in chapter 2 where like she cuts him off where he's like, do your friends know that you're actually my? And then he cuts her, she cuts him off where it's like, oh fuck. Like my theory is like he's not her dad, he's her husband.
Ugh.
And like he makes her call her daddy.
Ugh.
Cause like there's like a point where he's like, do your friends know that you're actually my? And then she hits him. Where I'm like, oh fuck.
God.
But yeah, they play like with some fucked up shit in this, and they do it in a way where it's like they don't come right out and say it, so they don't have to like have like a, oh fuck, they just went head on that, didn't they?
Well, I mean, they do a lot of fucked up shit in the book. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. I was talking to Molly, and she was like, if I can get off work next week, I want to come in just so I can, because she read all of
Right.
it.
right.
And she's like, I want to come in and just like talk about the nasty shit in the book. But she's even told me like there's like a chapter. She's like, Stephen King's such a fucking weird writer.
Yeah.
She said there's like a chapter. There's like a chapter in the book where it's all seen through the perspective of a cat.
Oh,
That's an entire chapter is shown through the eyes of a cat.
okay. All right. Get all the cobwebs out, I guess, during a
I
slow writing day.
Don't know.
But then it also goes to weird places too. Not like the thing we're circling around is like there's a kid orgy in this,
Yeah.
and then but not only that, but like weird supernatural stuff. I think later on in the book, like something on a giant turtle that floats in space, like something fucked up. Like it just gets crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like that giant turtle in Aladdin 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where it lives.
That's where it lives and comes from. So watch out, Aladdin Dad. A daddin, if you will.
a daddin.
But yeah, all in all, I pretty much thoroughly enjoyed it. Chapter 1.
Yeah, it's good. Like I feel like a lot of like the small things that I have a problem with in it, I think could be remedied in how chapter 2 goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's almost kind of hard for me to like review this without seeing like how it's going to conclude or how they're
Right.
going to add to the story with the second one. But like as a movie by itself, I think for me, I'd probably give it like a high B.
Yeah. I was thoroughly surprised. And like granted, I didn't go and like just rewatch this in the last couple days.
Yeah.
I watched it a couple months ago and I
Yeah.
remembered really liking it. So like I don't remember much of any negative things at all in the movie, especially with time. Like all that's like kind of gone, and I remember really enjoying it. So I think I'm gonna give it like an A-.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's not like my favorite movie ever, but it
Yeah.
like just seeing like a horror movie. It was a breath of fresh air. It was good. I'm excited to see the second part because it
Yeah.
seems like they're going whole hog and getting
Yeah.
like great actors for all the parts. Like
Yeah.
some of the kids like called who they wanted to get played by in the second part.
Yeah.
And one guy said Bill Hader, another guy said, or the Beverly said Jessica Chastain.
Yeah.
They're in it.
Yeah.
And the other ones aren't because some said
know.
like Christian Bale and
I don't know.
some other
I
shit.
almost thought Beverly would be better played by Amy Adams because there's some times in the movie where she talks and she sounds exactly like Amy Adams. But I mean, Jessica Chastain's still really good too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, there's like the three redheads. It could have been Isla Fisher, Amy Adams, or Jessica Chastain.
I don't know. I don't think she looks like Jessica Chastain and Amy Adams. I think were like the two that they could have gone with for her.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, they have Bill Hader and then what's his name was in it too.
What's his name?
Professor Xavier.
Oh, McAvoy.
Yeah, James McAvoy is playing Bill in it.
Yeah. So
So I want to see if he still has I hope he still has a lisp.
That's-
Or not a lisp, a speech impediment.
yeah, that'd be great. A lisp, he just has it again from like
Yeah.
friggin' Split.
Also, so I want to bring this up just personally. Like, no one else is really going to get it because they don't know him, but the kid that plays Bill in this looks exactly like our friend Coach Haven's son. Tell me he doesn't.
I'm looking at a picture of him right now. He's pretty spot
Looks
on.
exactly like his son.
Yeah. I mean, he needs to put like 8 years on him.
Yeah, like I
But-
said, I want to show it. I want to show this to Coach Havens and be like, "This is your son in like 10 years."
For sure. Yeah, yeah.
Looks exactly like him.
I can't disagree.
Like,
I
that was
can't
like-
stop looking.
I
at
know, like like when I first started watching it the second time, I was like, "Holy shit, that looks like freaking Cole's son."
Oh my god. I'm just looking up to see who everyone's in chapter 2. So we have Jessica Chastain, James McAvoy, Bill Hader, obviously.
Yeah,
We also have Isaiah Mustafa, who's playing Mike. Jay Ryan, who's playing Ben. James Ranson, Eddie, who's playing Eddie. Andy Bean, who plays Stanley. And then Bill Skarsgård's back. But, so there you have it.
yeah, but there's like a lot of aspects from like the first one that I want to see how they play out. Especially like they could do cool stuff like showing how these things that they went through as kids have affected them as adults.
Yeah.
Like I think one of the aspects of chapter 2 is that Mike never left Derry, but everyone else did.
Yeah.
So then it's gonna be like he's gonna be the one that's like, man, you guys moved away, but it's been fucked with me ever since. So he's kind of like the PTSD like person out of the whole Losers Club.
For sure.
Whereas like, man, I'm just really curious to see how they play it out.
Mm-hmm. I'll write down the rating. J. B+. T.
And I'm saying this on
A-.
the aspect that my grade for chapter 1 might go up after
Oh.
seeing chapter 2 too.
Be in flux.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Could bleed over.
Oh my god.
Could bleed over. Horror.
Oh my god, you'll float too, bitch. Anything else you've been into this last week, JT?
Well, on a whim, before I came here, I rented Detective Pikachu just to watch it because I really didn't get much else watched this whole week, so I wanted to watch something new before I came over. And I mean, it's fine. I feel like it is definitely made for Pokemon nerds, though.
Yeah,
There's
for
so
sure.
much shit in there that they spend a little bit of time like focusing on that I did not know what the fuck was happening. Like it's not done long enough where you're like, hold on, is this gonna keep going? Is this story gonna keep moving on? But it's long enough where it was like, okay, this is for someone that's not me.
Yeah, I caught the end of that movie, so I know the whole ending.
Oh yeah, it got to a part where they said something where I was like, oh, that's what the end is then.
Was it fairly early on?
Not super early on. Like they have like this like dialogue where they talk about how this one Pokemon can do something where I was like,
sure.
yep, that's the end. I know exactly what the end is now.
Yeah, I had no interest in seeing it, and I don't even hate Pokemon. I'm just
No.
like, I aged out of it, I think.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, you don't have to age out of anything really, but like I liked it when it was like airing, like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I never collected the cards.
Yeah.
I could probably name most of the original 100. That's,
Yeah.
I feel like a feat in itself.
Yeah.
If you show me one, I probably know what it is.
Yeah, there was ones that I did like recognize that they showed throughout, but like I don't know. There was so much of it where I wasn't lost, but there was definitely scenes in there where I was like, this is just not for me.
Right.
I'm not I don't follow Pokemon where I'm like marking out right now.
Same.
Like there's like a scene where like speaking of like giant turtles that you live on, like there's like a scene where like these fucking like these mountains and shit like start like fucking vibrating and then like coming apart and shit, and everyone's like freaking out, and then like they have like this scene where they rear back and they show that they're like actually on like these giant turtle beings or whatever, and then they have like this whole thing where like Pikachu is like, wow, we're actually in the valley of something. I don't even know what the fuck the name was, but he like says it in a way where like you're supposed to be like, holy shit after it. And I was like, I don't
know.
Cool. They're like on like weird stone turtles or whatever.
Sure.
But it was definitely portrayed in a way where it's like, you're jizzing your fucking pants right now.
Right.
So, like, I mean, it was fine for what it was. Like, there was some fun moments here and there, but, I mean, like, if you stumble on it, go ahead and watch it, but, I don't know. You'll probably love it if you're a big Pikachu fan, or a big Pokemon fan, because it's literally built, like, there's scenes here and there where they take like a pause to be like, we're gonna wait until you're done fucking freaking out so we can get back to the story.
For sure. Anything else?
Well, the only other thing I'll bring up is I'll even do like a small ad here, Troy.
Oh.
Because my home promotion that I wrestle for, Zao Alive, just got added to independentwrestling.tv.
I heard. Which
is a indie wrestling streaming service that you can buy. But if you want to get it for 20 days free, you can go on independentwrestling.tv, sign up for it, and then use the promo code ZAOAlive to get 20 days for free. So you can watch me in my glory, whether it be Zao Alive or I even work for a Chicago promotion called Freelance Wrestling that is featured on there that you could find some of my stuff too. But yeah, check out independentwrestling.tv.
Yeah, it's a good time. I don't think you'd be disappointed, especially with the free 20 days.
Free 20 days using promo code Zao Alive.
Not only it's you got that on there, but there's also tons of other stuff on there as well, right?
Oh yeah, it's like promotions from all over the country, which is a lot of. I've been the main reason I don't haven't watched anything else really is because I've been just searching that, looking for random shit. Like there's a promotion out of Canada called Alpha One that's really good. There's a promotion that's right outside of Chicago called Black Label Pro that's really good. There's so much good wrestling just independent wise. And then even if you want to go past 20 days, it's only $10 a month. And they add at least 3 or 4 promotion shows a month. If even that, probably more closer to 10 or 12. I think every week they add about 3 or 4 shows.
Dang.
Just because it's they have so many different promotions that are doing business with them. So yeah, if you're a big fan of discovering hidden talent in terms of wrestling, definitely check out independentwrestling.tv.
Sure.
Using promo code ZAOAlive for 20 days free.
Even if you heard of a promotion, see if you can check them out on there if you're interested in going to a show.
Yeah.
And you're out nothing.
Yeah.
Check it out. 20 days free. Promo code ZAOAlive.
Exactly. Check it out.
ZOWALIVE.
Exactly. And that's all I've been into, Troy.
Perfect. I went into a few things. I brought up before that Netflix is showing a few things weekly.
Yeah.
It's just a Great British Bake Off. So I've been watching that. Really enjoyed that show. If I could just reemphasize again, that show is the best baking competition show of all time. Not only is it aesthetically pleasing and calming to watch,
yes,
but for whatever reason, not only this show, but any other baking or cooking competition show that is from a different country besides America, they are way more helpful and just not have you ever seen Nailed It?
Yeah, I thought Nailed It was kind of fun.
I hate that show. It's just so even something like Chopped or whatever.
Yeah.
Where it's it's cutthroat. You only have so much. So granted, all this is timed. And
you pretty much just spend the whole time pointing out how you fucked up.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like nobody's helping each other. But I just watched like this other one from like Australia. I don't remember what the show's called. Not sorry.
Yeah.
But like it's a bunch of home chefs competing against a team from a restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's the head chef is there from the restaurant, and if the home cooks have never even heard of something or can't figure something out, I saw a few episodes where the head chef like went to go help the competition
Yeah.
to like show them how to do it and then go and like sit back down. And I was like, you would never see that in like an Americanized show. And even
Yeah.
like in what I like in the Great British Bake Off, if somebody's having an issue at the last minute and everyone else is done, they'll go help them to finish. I'm like, this is what television should be. Companionship.
Yep. Yeah.
Quaintness.
Yeah. Meanwhile, fucking anything that involves Gordon Ramsay, he's like doing everything but shooting you in the face when it comes to like making you feel like a piece of shit.
Kidding. Just taking a crap in your open mouth.
Yeah.
And saying you didn't salt
Yeah.
it enough.
You almost killed someone with food poisoning. You should probably go hang yourself.
It's raw. But anyway, yeah, so Great British Bake Off is great. You can catch it on Netflix, coming out weekly
Wow.
on
weekly
Fridays.
even.
So check it out. It's a good
Weekly.
time. I also rewatched with Chelsea My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Still great.
Oh boy.
It's of
Windex.
all Windex, yeah, you should you get it. Of all of the chick flicks that I have been subjected to and watched,
Yeah.
I think this is one of my favorites. And
Okay.
maybe it's because it's grown on me more.
Because Chelsea's made you watch it enough that
I've probably not even exaggerating seen it 30 times. I'm not even joking.
you're just suffering from fucking
PTSD
yeah.
or Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, I got Stockholm syndrome over it.
Yeah. But anyway, so watch that again. That's pretty great. I
Yeah.
didn't catch the beginning. Took a nap, woke up into it,
Yeah.
finished it. How do you like that?
There you go.
Then I also read today there's a series coming out right now called House of X.
Yeah.
And it's a writer named Jonathan Hickman relaunching the X-Men
Oh boy.
from like not from their very beginning, but he's taking it like putting a new fresh spin on
Yeah,
it.
I think you brought this up like a month ago or so.
It's super refreshing to read because I don't even really care for the X-Men.
Yeah.
Like, they're not my favorite characters of all time. And he's taking it and just, like, clearing up, like, any confusion that's going on that's been, like, in past continuity for, like, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And just refreshing it. Today, issue 4 of House of X came out, and it was awesome.
Ooh,
like,
wow.
one of the better comics I've read in a while.
Oh shit.
Because not only like I've read a lot of great like indie stuff and all that kind of stuff that's like great, but like to take an established franchise that I usually hate
Yeah.
and you can clear it up and make it interesting, and I'm like, I want to know what happens next,
Yeah.
is pretty great.
Yeah.
It's like a good for you, Hickman.
There
Like
you
you
go.
did it. Like they did a lot of big stuff in this, and I don't want to spoil it because it did come out just today. So when this comes out like Thursday,
Yeah.
it'll still be kind of like very recent.
Right.
But they do a lot of big stuff in this that I was surprised they did in the 4th issue.
Wow.
Like shaking it up. So I was like, all right, way to go.
There you go.
Way to go, House of X.
There you go.
So that's all. That's pretty much all I've been into, JT.
There you go. Well, Troy, I brought it up to you earlier, but we have our show every year called the Test Pilot, and I think I nailed down the shows we're gonna do
Perfect.
for this. I'll name them off real fast, just for all you people that want to be prepared for it to follow along. But here's the ones that I've got down, and they all come out like the week before we do it too, so I don't have to like rush or anything either,
Excuse me.
which will be nice.
Oh boy.
So, I've got the shows Bluff City Law,
Oh god.
which is like Jimmy Smits runs like a fucking
Okay.
runs a fucking like law firm.
Okay.
Perfect Harmony, which is like the villain from Billy Madison. Like I think he's like the coach of like a choir or something.
Okay.
Sunnyside, which it's like Cal Penn I think he like runs some kind of like support group, but it's by the same guy that did like The Good Place and The Office.
Okay.
So that might be good.
Okay.
Prodigal Son, which is like, it seems like a weird like Silence of the Lambs type ripoff, where it's like the son of a serial killer is like using his dad to like solve crimes.
Okay.
Emergence, which looks like the yearly what the fuck is going on show.
Okay.
Like fucking Lost or
all
what
right.
came out last year? That movie about the show about that airplane that disappeared.
Oh, I don't know.
It seems like another one of those.
Okay.
So this might suck. And Stumptown, which I'm kind of looking forward to.
Okay.
That one with Colby Smulders, where she's like a detective.
Uh-huh.
That one actually looks pretty good.
Okay. Okay.
So there you go. Those are 6 that we're gonna do for our test pilot.
And all those are available to catch on Hulu?
They should be. They're all on ABC, NBC, and Fox. So they should all be able to be watched on Hulu.
While you still can.
Yeah, while you still can. Yeah. Before they boot NBC.
Yeah. All right. Sweet deal. You'll have to text me those again because I'll forget.
I will.
Perfect.
I will.
Awesome. Well, next week, JT, we've got the sequel to this.
The sequel to this.
But
coming
before
out.
that,
Yeah.
come Monday,
Oh boy.
we're back on it.
We're back on it. It's still technically summer, motherfuckers. So we're still going on with our Fast and Furious summer with a movie that might change our entire perceptions of the series in general. We're doing Fast 5.
You bet we are.
The introduction of Luke motherfucking Hobbs.
That's right. The Rock, baby.
And I can't wait to fucking talk about this shit.
Great. I can't wait either. I watched it today. It's fresh.
Oh, no wonder you had a pep in your step.
So, catch Fast 5, a review on Monday coming out.
Yeah.
Then Thursday, we have
It Chapter 2.
2 dropping hot in your
Keeping up
laps.
with our Stephen King September. And I'm still keeping it close to the chest on what we're doing for the last one.
Okay.
Do you have any ideas, Troy?
I do have an idea.
What's your idea?
I can't remember the title of it.
Oh, you'd remember the title.
All right. Okay.
You'd remember the title.
All right. All right.
Oh, we're going to have a lot of fun at the end of this
All
month.
right. Very good. So,
Literally did not know Stephen King wrote this. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, we're doing this.
all right. If people want to send in guesses to you, where can they do that?
Hey, find me at Bucky Furman on Twitter, also Bucky Furman on Instagram, and Bucky Furman on Snapchat. Troy?
Find me at Troy to the Max on Twitter. Hit up the Review Pod on Twitter as well to vote for that tournament of random movies.
Yeah.
All of our stuff is uploaded onto Facebook if you're a Facebook user,
Yes.
as well as reviewpod.podbean.com.
Yes.
That's our hosting site. They're more than gracious to host our
More than gracious.
wonderful podcast. And I'm going to do the voice from here on out. We're also uploaded onto other sites such as Stitcher and Spotify and Google Podcasts and even Apple Podcasts.
God.
And if you do listen to an Apple podcast,
John Lennon is so tech savvy.
you can rate and review us there because that'll help other people find the show if you like the show.
I fucking hate this voice.
That's over. That's the show.
And that's a show. Good show.
Good show.
Good show. Good app.
Good app. It's a great app.
Great app.
Great app for me being dog sick and I have this mountain of tissues
I know.
beside me. It's
Oh, you
disgusting.
kind of livened up near the end there.
Yeah, I did. I'm in good spirits. I did some nasal spray before the show.
There
that
you go.
really helps
That's
clear out
what
the old
happens.
passages.
Get some Flonase in that shit.
I'm a big advocate on nasal spray.
Good.
Tell you what. Took some Tylenol cold and flu.
Yeah.
Hit up with the nasal spray. I have to hit up a little bit. It says don't take three squirts per day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do another one before I go to bed so I can breathe.
Of course. You gotta breathe when you sleep.
I mean, what really happens if you take more than the recommended dose of nasal spray?
You'd probably die. Okay. I don't know.
Maybe I should read up on this before I do it. Because if it's just a nosebleed, I can deal with a nosebleed.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Just wake up with a face full of blood in your pillow.
Just shove a tampon up there.
There,
I
perfect.
got some lying around the house somewhere, probably.
Yeah.
Even that, I got a box of tissues. Just shove those up there.
Yeah. See, Danger ain't pregnant anymore. You could probably.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Big reveal here?
No, I can tell you for a fact she is not. Anyway, I should probably cut the show off
Yeah.
here.
Before we start going TMI on this bitch.
So anyway, that's the show. We'll see you Monday for Fast 5, but until then, I have been Short of the Max Extreme.
I am JD3K.
And we are off.